Let's lock in. Ever since Daniel Dubois became a baby daddy, he's been talking real greasy. Now, he says some slick stuff. Not too many people caught it, but I did. He said some slick stuff during the interview, and I'm going to play it. And basically, in that interview, what Daniel Dubois stated in a slick way was Anthony Joshua didn't activate the rematch clause to fight him because he didn't want to get knocked out again. Now, we'll listen to Daniel Dubois. I'll give you my take on Daniel Dubois and his slick talk in a second. But listen. Oh, this video appears courtesy of Box Nation. Subscribe to Box Nation.
Get your thoughts on Joshua not taking a rematch review.
Yeah. Well, that's boxing. I think he weren't really fancying it, getting, just knocked out again or anything. So, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta play that back. Hold on. My man said he ain't really fancy it, getting knocked out again.
Get your thoughts on Joshua not taking a rematch review.
Yeah. Well, that's boxing. I think he weren't really fancying it, getting, just knocked out again or anything. So, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, the confidence is oozing. And that's going to play into the next video where I talk about Daniel Dubois jumping in the ring on Usyk. But he's saying, like, yeah, AJ ducked because he didn't want to get knocked out again. What do I think about that? I wish I could argue with him, but it's seeming like the truth. AJ said he was injured, though. We will see. But if AJ really was injured, and that's why he didn't want to fight Daniel Dubois in February, and he didn't activate the rematch clause, again, you never know what type of pain a fighter is in, and I don't want to be the one to pile on. But from my vantage point, I honestly, listen. That I'm an Anthony Joshua fan. It's well documented. Over a span of 4 years, it's documented. But I gotta be honest, man. It just seemed like they didn't fancy it. It seemed like they didn't want the risk of losing to Daniel Dubois again to interfere with the business of them being able to fight Tyson Fury next. That's what it seems like to me. I'm an Anthony Joshua fan, and I would love to see him try to get back against Daniel Dubois. I understand he's not the AJ of old. Anthony Joshua hasn't been the same fighter since Madison Square Garden for whatever reason. That punch that Andy Ruiz landed on Anthony Joshua opened up a sea of doubt in his mind. And what I think personally was Anthony Joshua felt indestructible, and he felt like he couldn't be hurt. And even in the times where he got hurt, it wasn't as bad as Andy Ruiz. Like when he got hurt by Klitschko in their fight, he still felt somewhat in control. But against Andy Ruiz, you can just see his equilibrium was off, his balance was off, everything was off. And I don't think he ever fully recovered from that, if I'm being honest. In terms of like his killer instinct, like the trade in Anthony Joshua, the Anthony Joshua we saw in there with Dillian White, he was never that same guy. But still, with all that being said, like I don't think they wanted to risk the Tyson Fury fight. And I think they knew if Anthony Joshua lost on February 22nd, it would be a huge blow to the Tyson Fury fight. Well, now you got Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua coming off L's, so you're going to make them fight next. To me, I guess it's somewhat interesting. Again, I stated in the video before this one, the only takeaway from that fight would be who was the best in the UK? Who was the best of that generation? There's a new crop of young heavyweights coming up from the UK and all over the world who may be able to beat Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury at this point. I say maybe, huge question mark. Fights are decided in the ring. But the one thing AJ versus Fury can decide is who was their era and who deserves to walk around saying, like, I was the guy in my time, around the UK. But let me know what you think, man, about Daniel Dubois and his newfound confidence. And we're going to talk about that in the next video, where I talk about, does Joseph Parker have a better chance of defeating Daniel Dubois than Anthony Joshua. So you're not going to want to miss the next video. And if you can't watch all these videos, you can listen to them on the podcast, Cadence Kerfuffle, available on all major streaming services. I'm out. Peace.